Hello, welcome to Random Bout of Idiocy with your host Bia. Today we are continuing on with our Final Fantasy XI Unity Concord Battle Notorious Monster fights. This video is kind of funny because we're going to whip through four of the monsters. We've never fought them before. There was almost no information online as to what to do against them or what moves they do. So we thought, alright, we're going to go pop each one, film it, so everybody can see what they're up against, and hopefully we would learn something and maybe get a few drops in the process. I can tell you out of the four Notorious Monsters, we did not get a single thing that we wanted, but it was still fun to do the film just in case. The only thing to note of this Notorious Monster is evasion, evasion, evasion. I mentioned in some of the other videos, yes, these are all extremely evasive. This one takes the cake. I don't know our accuracy percentage, but it's got to be floored as low as possible. In a few, like in a minute here, I'm going to show you what accuracy gear I'm wearing. So you can see when I say we're wearing accuracy gear, I mean we're sacrificing my hit build. We are full accuracy madrigals and accuracy food, trying to just connect with something on this monster. This one was a little tricky. It's not a very perfect battle, especially from the angle we're seeing it at on my character, the samurai here. I'm spending a lot of time on the mages, and so I'm missing a lot of TP overflow. At one point I'm not facing the mob properly, and it's all because of this petrify and just quite how much damage this thing was cranking out. I had to switch around a lot and really focus. The other three monsters were not this way. It was very casual for me. This one was tricky, and anybody who fights it should be ready for that. It can be quite difficult. As far as Final Fantasy XI goes, everybody's pretty much trying to either finish their SOA missions, which I should have filmed. There's two forms for the last battle. Each one took us like just barely over 3 minutes each. It was really no big deal, but you get an awesome ring or two for it, and everybody should try to do it. If you need help or whatever, it really wasn't too bad. In fact, we did it with this exact same setup and characters, except for instead of this blue mage, we had a thief that was really good, and we just kind of cranked it out first time. And that 3 minutes included, spending forever doing songs and buffs before we went in because we weren't sure what the battle would be like. Everybody's farming the accolade points so they can spawn these monsters because they go quick once you start wanting to spam these. You get your friends out here, you run through points really quick even if you've got 30-40k. There's the accuracy gear, by the way. So I've been trying to figure out good ways to farm accolade points, and the only thing I can say is keep at it. Just keep doing stuff and you will get accolades as long as you're turning on things that correspond. If you're doing skirmish, turn on Fenrights and things like that. Those little 30 to 30, 40 accolades at a time really start to add up. Definitely make sure you do your Unity chat. I notice a lot of people aren't camping the Notorious Monster that's listed. I've done it once or twice. It's kind of a good... I think the first time, a lot of times you'll get like 1,300 points for the Notorious Monster, and that's not too bad. That's almost one pop of one of these. So it's really kind of nice, and as long as you keep at it, you'll gain a lot of points. If you take 3 days off at a time like I do because you're busy and you got real life going on, it's hard to keep up with some of these guys that are farming nonstop. But it's still pretty fun. This one we were hoping for some of the movement feat. No dice, so we will move on to the next one, which is going to be Warblade Beak. This fight was pretty much a joke. I don't know if we killed it so fast that we just got lucky. It took us less than a minute to kill this monster, and we didn't really see what the big deal was. I mean, I guess maybe if that would have messed us up and we wouldn't have got Stona off, it would have been a little bit trickier, but he's really kind of a joke. You'll see us just rip through it. He wasn't really alive long enough to get evasive for us, but that being said, I still had accuracy gear on in case you're watching, but I'm pretty sure our accuracy was almost capped on this one. Let's see, the next one is going to be probably the most fun one to watch, Joyous Green. We do whip through him, but I wanted to show this part of the video and make sure everybody noticed that he loses hate on the melee, goes over and changes the form of one of our white mages into a mandragora. It's quite funny and didn't really hurt anybody because we had another mage and I ran it away and cured. But it is kind of scary. You can see it's over there as a mandragora form. That was not a costume that he was wearing. It was quite entertaining. I didn't speak to Yasin as to if it was officially a charm or if it was just a costume restriction, but it was interesting, and everybody should be aware of that. Thanks for watching this short video. Hopefully you guys enjoy what's going on. Go kill some of these things, man.